We're going to make a sandwich. And not no stinking sandwich. A sandwich. But first you need to go, and you need to go a la. You know, you got to like a peel. You know, you got to caress, you know, and just, it's not just, you got to feel it, you know. Let the blade go, just, you know. And yeah, then you get nice cuts, you know. Yeah, so you just, you know, peel like that. Nah, nothing special, but, you know, there we go. See, just like that. That's nice. And now what you gotta do is you gotta take a, whoa. You gotta take the tomato. You gotta just kind of hose it off like that. And then you gotta come over here. And you gotta choose a knife. You got different types. You got a paring knife, you know.
It's a fillet knife.
A fillet knife, I mean, then you got the paring knife. And then you got the nice big blade, but I think I go for the bigger blade.
Don't you need to take the core out, or are you going to leave that in?
Well, that is a good question. You don't need the core right away, but you can if you want to.
Okay.
But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to cut it like this. I'll cut these slices. And again, you know, red tomato, blood is red too. You make sure it's the tomato juices and not the finger juices, if you know what I mean. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. I'm going to cut that like that, and see? Ah! See, they don't call me stupid for nothing.
So now are these fresh tomatoes from Eskimo's garden?
Yeah! Yeah, they're fresh. From the Eskimo's garden. At about 87 cents each, or a pound or something, I don't know. I just go in there and I look and I say, hey, that looks good from the garden. Okay, now the tomatoes are done for now. Now you got to come over here and to take the lettuce. Yeah, just take it out. Take it out like that. And we're not gonna need too much. We'll just take some off like that. Let's just start with 4. And we'll just trade off here like that. And just kind of hose these off too, because you never know where your lettuce has been. You know, the kids could have sneezed all over them. You know, you could have had somebody molesting it. You never know.
Now that's pretty fancy lettuce for an Eskimo.
Yeah, well, you know, we spare no expense here. You know, we go for the good cheap stuff. That's the red lettuce. So now we're going to take the lettuce. We're just going to stick it with the tomatoes. You want to break the ends off. But those are nasty. You know, anybody that like chewing on that must be a rabbit. You also got to take your cucumber. And you got to make the little slices. This is nice because your hand is way over here and you don't have to worry. You know, you can get some good little slices happening. You know, you can get thick, you can get small, you can get, you know, you can get fancy. I'm just going to cut about, oh, that's thick. There, that makes up for it. Just going to cut off about that much. Maybe one more. Maybe one more. There we go. That looks good to me. Okay, now we got that cleared up. Now what we do now is we take the chunky cheese bread. See, chunky cheese bread, you know? You get that nice and fresh. You gotta make sure you get it fresh, just like the fruits and the vegetables. You gotta get the bread fresh. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the bread. I'm going to make a couple sandwiches here. We'll just dig in like that. Now 1, 2, 3, 4. If my math is correct, that's what you need for 2 sandwiches. And then what you do is you just lay that down like that. You know, and then what you do is you get the mayonnaise. You'll get that out and then you just dollop it on like that. You know, and I like it a lot of mayonnaise, but I think that is a lot. that is just a little too much. So we'll go ahead and then now we'll just stick some of that over on this side, you know. And maybe I'll take just a little more off of it. Ooh, take a little more off of this here. Like that, and then I'll go like that. Just like that, see? Oh, nice. Nice, yes. And then you take the margarine or butter, you know, because this is only one the molecule, the margarine, you know, it's only one the molecule away from being plastic. You know that, eh? Yeah, that's kind of disgusting, isn't it? Let me melt some Tupperware and put it on your bread here for you, you know. It's yeah, just about the same, you know. Oh yeah, smother that across like that. Again, this is good for the heart. Probably not as good as the grease from the chili I make, but that is good for the heart. Oh, who knew a spoon could be so dangerous? I don't know. You know, those people at Subway, they really deserve a raise, you know. This is dangerous stuff, you know. We're not you know, rocket scientists, but to tell you what, you know, this is crazy stuff. Now what we're going to do is we're going to lay down some tomato, you know. We're just going to kind of go like that. And we'll get a couple like this one. And you know, maybe if I can get the whole thing, and then we'll go like that, you know, just something quick like that. Now what you do is you take the salt and you put it down. You just put a little bit down. I'm going to bring the juices and the flavor out, you know. Now then what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of the black pepper, some of the black pepper, and we're going to lay down some of that, you know, not much, just enough to give it a little flavor. And then we're going to take some of the cucumbers and we're going to lay that down. You know, we're going to lay that on with the salt, because it'll bring out some of the flavor of the salt and the cucumber, you know. As much cucumber has flavor, you know, it's just full of water. Now I'm going to take some of the lettuce and we're going to break it just a little bit in half like that, you know, just to make it fit a little better with the sandwich. Okay, now that I'm ready, I'm going to take some meat. What I got here is, you know, I made this meat myself, you know, it's teriyaki chicken breast. It's cut really thin. I want to lay that on there like that. I want to lay another one on it here like that, you know, just like that. Maybe, if I got enough, I might do, you know, two, because it's pretty thin. You know, and just lay it on it like that. Just like that. And then I got some higher vardy, and you just lay some on like that, you know. Just, you know, made fresh from my farm, you know, and just like that. And now what you're gonna do is you're just gonna take at the top and you're gonna slap it on it like that, and you're gonna slap it on it like that, and there is a beautiful sandwich. You know, not too much pain. I can live through it, you know, I'll be okay. But now that you got a sandwich, you gotta have something to go with it. Okay, now I got some creamy macaroni salad. I have, you know, of course, I've made myself, right? You know, I'm not some cheap bugger that goes and buys stuff at the store, you know, pretends like it's his. You know, I just got some fancy dish with this. So you got the lovely macaroni salad like that, you know. And then what is good with sandwiches? You know, what is good with sandwiches? I tell you what is good with sandwiches. You got the potato chips. Now when you got a lot of people, these things are handy, you know. You pop it open, and then you go and dump it in like that. See, it's perfect, you know. And you know, I'll put one in this bowl here. I'll just take a third one maybe, and maybe kind of split this one in the difference between the two, you know. And just kind of, you can go, oh boy, like that. Just that is good enough, you know. And there you go. A beautiful dinner, you know. No barbecue, but you know what? It's worth it. You know, not too much pain. I can live through it, you know. I'll be okay.